Hey, what's up, everyone? This is LaDondra with LaDondraHervey.com. And guys, I got a phenomenal, exciting surprise today. I am bringing on one of my favorite people in the entire world. Yes, I said in the entire world. She like lights up my whole heart and face and all the things, despite the times when, she can get real fiery and all the things. Many of you know that I've been talking about my upcoming conference to heal up, fill up, build up. And this is the Woke Leaders Conference. And we're really focusing a lot on breaking generational cycles. And so my guest today is going to be coming on and talking about what that really looks like, transferring legacy from one generation to the next generation, because we can talk legacy all day, but it's not until we really like see that in action. And so today, like I said, look, I can act like a little girl, like in a candy store. I am actually going to be bringing on my grandmother, Maggie. And Maggie is who, look, I'm going to adjust it. Come on in, Meemaw. I call her Meemaw, y'all. Y'all can't call her Meemaw. She's my Meemaw. Well, Maggie is my grandmother on my mom's side. Meemaw, you stay in like this. Do we look alike?
No.
I'm cuter. Look. So, anyways, and as we're talking, we're going to be talking about that transference of legacy, like I said. And so this is my mom's mom. And she's one that have played an incredible role in my life in standing in the gaps in those times where I've shared my story with you guys when my mom was away, my other family members were away, and different things like that. This was the one who was standing in those gaps to raise us up. And if you see any feistiness, I'm gonna send that way. But Meemaw, thanks for being my guest today. She don't do this often, so I'm special. I get to be special. Meemaw, when you think about the word legacy, like what comes up for you?
I think about my past.
Okay, what that mean?
You
might have to speak up so be able to hear
where I
you.
came from and what I've accumulated in the years of my years of being 75 years old.
So you 75 years old, 75 years young. Fine. She got her yoga pants on today, just fine today. But so when you say coming, so you're bringing it from the past and moving it up forward. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Why do you go to the past and moving forward?
Well, the reason I go to the past because we was always told as kids that we wasn't going to amount to anything because of our lifestyle and stuff. But I didn't let that hold me back. I just kept moving forward. And I tried to instill it in my kids, my grandkids, that you could be anything you wanted to be as long as you pursue it. Keep moving forward and not looking back, but looking forward. And I tried to do that in my life. Is not look back to what people said, but just look forward.
I love that. So what I just heard and what I just took from you is that you're saying that you broke a generational cycle by the way that you imparted words of wisdom in building us up and encouraging us, and not subscribing to the story that you can't amount to anything and you won't amount to anything. What you did instead was to impart into us the courage to go after our dreams and whatever we thought that we wanted to do with our lives. And I think that that's powerful because in your generation, that was a common thing to hear things like, you're not going to amount to nothing. You just going to be like your dad, or you just going to be like your mom. You ain't going to be S, and say real derogatory type words towards you. Sometimes they use it in a way that thinking that they can motivate you, but then sometimes it was really that's how they felt. But either way, the word tells us to speak life. Your words are life or death. And so what you did for us is you spoke life into us consistently.
Yes, I tried to.
So what in your mind, like, was the thing to help you to say, okay, I want to break this. I don't want to speak that way to my children and my grandchildren, and I want something. I want to create a new legacy.
The way I overcome it, when we was coming up, me and my brothers and not my sister, but my brother, we were never loved. And I said, whenever I have kids, I'm going to make sure I love them. We never was told that we love your mother or grandmother love you, but they always told us that we wasn't going to amount to anything. And that's what changed me, to make sure that when I had kids, that they knew that I was loved. And even before they have kids, to make sure they instill in their kids that no matter what they go through, that they are loved.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that that's powerful, Mima, because the greatest commandment in the Bible is love,
Yeah.
right? Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. And so, but one thing that you just said is that you have to first start to love yourself first. And then from that overflow, then you was able to start imparting that into us. And then what that did is it created a level of freedom on the inside of us, to where we were able to break free of a lot of the strongholds that we could have went through, but we didn't have to go through because you sowed love into us and different things like that. I will say for me personally, that was like game changing, because I started my life and my career and everything with a healthy mindset and a healthy perspective, because I did feel love. I felt free. I felt like nothing was impossible for me. And I literally live my life like that. I go after whatever I want, I go after it. And that was because of the seeds that you've imparted into us as the matriarch of our family as a whole. And we were able to take that seed and do something with it. Now everybody's different. And so we all got choices, but we can't say that the right things weren't imparted into us. So you guys, this is like the power of what it is to have that legacy, to sow legacy into from one generation into the next. And a lot of times we diminish the small things. We think that they're small things, but those small things are really powerful things that really propel our children and our children's children into that next level.
Yes.
Legacy is about shifting mindsets as much as it is about shifting behaviors, creating something new with wealth. All of it, it's all encompassing. And so these are going to be some of the conversations that we're having at the inaugural Woke Leaders Conference. Y'all, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to be going really deep. We're going to be dealing with soul wounds. We're going to be dealing with motherfucker. We're going to be going there because if you don't have a healthy relationship with your people here on the earth, your family, then that overflows into the way you show up in your business. It shows up in the way that you show up in your professional life, in your marriage life, and all of that. And so we got to heal up first, then we got to fill up, and then we get to build up into God's next level for us. So if you have not got your tickets, y'all, get your tickets, because it's about to go down. If somebody's on the sitting on the sideline, and thinking about, should I get a ticket or should I not get a ticket? What would you tell them to encourage them to get in the room?
I would say one thing, for instance, that if you don't know how to love, then you don't know how to deal with it. And if you get your ticket and buy your ticket now, then you step into the realm of how to love next person, even if it ain't your biological friend, family. It can be a friend that you know how to love one another as God has loved us.
So when you say that, are you saying to sow seed? So evidence is of your love for yourself. It comes as an overflow when you first invest in yourself, and then second, then sow seed into somebody else's life. And then that's a transference of legacy there too. And so I love that. And so y'all, this is good. So make sure that you're in the room. Show love to yourself first. then come back and pick up your neighbor
And bring them
and bring your neighbor, bring it, because this is about us growing together. This is bring your family members. This is a women's conference, but bring your family members, your mom, your grandma, your whoever you feel like needs this, and y'all come to
everything.
You come in unity. Well, the husband can't come, but we can sow up, but he can sow seed into his wife so she can be there. Okay, and so we're gonna be going deep. We're gonna be talking about some things that's not being talked about right now. And like I say, you know, in this time and in this season where people are talking about a recession and all this stuff, let me tell you, it's time for us to armor up. Yeah. It's time for us to armor up. And the way that we armor up is we heal up, fill up, build up, and we get connected to the word of God, who is the source of all things. And then we get about his business. So we look forward to seeing you at the conference. Go to LaDondraHervey.com/conference and get your tickets. All right, guys. Hey, if this is a blessing to you, share it. Share it, because we want people to get this word into them so that they can go to their next level. All right.
Love you.
Talk to you later. Thanks, Mimo.
You're welcome.